Good morning, everybody. It is Monday morning, July the 27th. It's 5:09 a.m. And this is taking me a bit. All right, let me explain what's happening here this morning. I gotta try to see if I can get Rosie working here. Hold on, a quick update. Whenever I gotta use the wipers in the morning, I like to wipe this off. All right, so we're using the other camera today, and I'll explain why in a moment. This is taking me much longer than my preferred 5-minute time. Let me get the... Oh yeah, the live stream's only going to take me 5 minutes, but I think I figured out what happened yesterday. If anybody was on the live stream yesterday, at the end I was like, something's wrong. We keep buffering. I don't understand why we're buffering. So I figured it out this morning. I should have looked at this yesterday, actually, but I didn't. I forgot about it. So, this phone that I normally do, my live stream on, has my Verizon cellular attached to it. But for some reason, it doesn't have my Verizon cellular attached to it today. I think that's probably what happened yesterday. So, I don't know what's going on with that. Now, yesterday, I had an update on that phone. Yesterday morning, I remember it had an update. But it looks like whatever the update did has caused it to drop it's telling me I don't have a SIM. I have an eSIM in there, and I bet you that when it updated, it did something to that eSIM because it's like not connected to my account. But anyway, I can't deal with that right now. So, let's focus, Craig. So my camera. Good morning, Donna. I'm gonna try to get what's her name working. Rosie, come on, Rosie. First of all, let me just turn her on. See if that works.
Connected to YouTube Livestream FY6
Okay.
Kai8LG. Connected to YouTube Livestream FY6 Kai8LG.
All right, she's there. This isn't her normal voice. All right, it's gonna be a little weird today, I think, but it's gonna work. And actually, the good thing about this is I wanted to check out this other camera. So we're using my other camera today for the live stream, and I'm going to use the phone that doesn't have the cellular connection attached for some odd reason. I'm using that for Rosie, because if we lose her for whatever reason, but I got to connect her to the Bluetooth. Here we go. Come on, let's connect. So it's connecting. Let's do it. Clip 3. This is my clip 3. Boop, boop, boop. We're gonna get this going here. Why isn't it like connecting? Disconnect from there. Okay. It kind of looks like it's connected. I don't know what I'm doing. Come on. Bluetooth is on. Oh, I bet it attached to this phone. Oh, goodness. All right, here we go. Here we go. Come on. In use. Battery 100%. It says it's in use. All right, hang on a second, guys. Okay. All right, I don't know if that's working or not, but we'll hear on the phone. All right, here we go. It's 5:15. I got to get going. I can't dilly-dally. Lights on, seatbelts on, and we are going to go out and pursue some happiness. So here's the deal. We've got 3 deliveries today, the normal 3 deliveries. We've got... Oh, there's that girl again. When is she going to walk by every... She must walk by at 5:15. Every morning I almost ran into her. Hang on, everybody. Let's let this truck go. Now they're gonna go. Let's go. All right, so here's the deal for today. We've got 3 deliveries. We've got Lenny's, pretty normal delivery. Gourmet Girls, totally normal delivery. And WhatADay, pretty average delivery for a weekday. So, we've got all 3 in the van. We're gonna make the big loop, the normal loop. And, yeah, so here we are. There's nothing like a little technology blip to just make you feel like you're not quite, things aren't quite normal. But they are. Things are totally normal. So we've got, normally I have 2 phones. One has T-Mobile attached to it, and one has Verizon attached to it. And my T-Mobile phone is really like my main phone that I've had forever. I just got the Verizon not long ago. But that was our issue yesterday, I think. I think when the phone restarted after it had an update yesterday, it dropped the connection to Verizon. So I've got to fix that later today. So what we're doing is we're using the other camera. We're using my T-Mobile camera, which I kind of think I like better anyway. Like, I'll see how this looks. This is kind of nice because I can see what it looks like. I think it's a better camera, slightly better. It's my Samsung. I'll probably run out of battery power on that phone. I don't think I charged that phone last night. And then we've got Rosie on the other phone, but that phone is only connected to Starlink, so it should be okay. That never dropped before unless I went to get gas. It's the only time that the audio would drop, because it doesn't really require as much data to do Rosie as it does to do the camera, the live streaming. So I think we'll be all right. And if Rosie drops, it's not as big a deal as if the live stream drops. But yeah, that's where we are. A little adventure today. And it's my fault. I forgot. I really didn't think about it yesterday when I got home. I didn't think, oh yeah, I got to check into that live stream situation. Which I should have done. But I got plenty of sleep. Again, I'm on it. I've been waking up like 5 minutes before my alarm. I love it. I like to wake up before my alarm. Anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes. If it's less than 5 minutes, then I got to be like, oh, let me get up and turn the alarm off before it goes off. If it's 5 minutes, I got time to just like lay there for a second, say good morning to AJ, and then go over and turn my phone off. But if it's less than 5 minutes, it's kind of a rush. And if it's more than 15 minutes, then I start thinking, I wish I had gotten that last 15 minutes of sleep. I still get up though. I very rarely, unless I get up more than 90 minutes before my scheduled, then I usually stay up. So like my alarm is set for 2:30 a.m. So if I wake up at 1 o'clock or later, I usually stay up.
Who 594 says I'm sleeping is all over the place.
You're still, yeah. I've been pretty good lately. I've got to say, I've been pretty good. Yeah, I think unfortunately today we're probably not going to have the names because I'm on the other phone. Forgot about that. So Rosie's going to be a little off today. It sounds like she's got a cold. But at least she's working. She's on the phone that I usually do the camera with. I should probably plug that phone in. So I don't even need to worry about the... When I go to Lenny's, I want to remember to plug the phone in.
594 says, and she is talking fast.
She is. She's talking a little fast. She doesn't have the names down. I mean, really, I forgot how convenient it was. We got her set up pretty good on that other phone. I need to get this... I need to get the name set up on this phone. You know, I sent an email to them being the, it's called Stream Buddy is the name of that program. And I sent them an email and asked them if I can make changes to, you know, if I can add or modify the nicknames I've set up when it's not connected to the stream. I never got an answer.
Who 594 says, but less of a delay.
Oh, really? That's interesting. Huh. I've often thought about making this change.
307 says, good morning, Craig and Donna.
Hey, good morning, morning.
594 says, now there is a delay.
Now there's a delay. Good morning. I don't know what causes or how you could be more consistent, you know what I mean? Sometimes she gets a little sleepy. So we got 110 donuts today for WhatADay. Just back in their normal. Normal range. Today, the Hamstead Carnival starts. don't think, I didn't see...
594 says Morning Susaner.
See, we got everybody's name is back to their actual user name. Yesterday, I stopped at 7-Eleven on the way home, and they were closed. 7-Eleven was closed. How does that happen in the middle of the afternoon? That is not supposed to ever happen. I think they were having some kind of issue. I don't know if it was electricity, something. Because I did see some guy that looked like he was working on something. Oh, Susan. Has everybody's weather been like a little bit cooler? Like we're 66 degrees right now. I think they're having a heat wave out west, but things here for almost a week now have been really nice. Oh, you know what? I just realized if I have to call if I have to call somebody today.
207 says yes, and it's lovely.
It is, I know, and the humidity too has been a little bit nicer.
Who 594 says very nice here, but rain later in week.
Yeah, I saw that on our forecast too. I think there was one day when it was going to look like a lot of rain. Speaking of little technical issues, so yesterday I was working on, after I finished at the bakery, I got home yesterday afternoon, and I was working on I've got film that I took of a cupcake cake that Morgan was making. It kind of looked like it had like caterpillar, little toys on it, like caterpillar, like it's a construction site, like a road construction site. So I finished, I think I clipped out the pieces that I want to put in this short video. So I got that ready. I got a song pulled that I was going to put on it. And then I wanted to add some text to it in a couple of spots. I don't like to put a lot of text on it, but I like to just like, sometimes it's necessary. But the program that I use to make my short videos, the text fonts, you know, like when I clicked on add text, it didn't give me any fonts to work with. Like it was all just blank. I don't know what happened to that. I couldn't figure it out. I tried restarting it. I tried not re-updating, but updating the program. Nothing worked. Couldn't get it. I forget what I did after that. I think I paid some bills and then I went to bed. I went to bed early yesterday. like, my luck with technology's got to turn around soon. The universe owes me.
Says, what in the world are you talking about? Missing fonts.
What am I talking about? See, I didn't catch. When I don't have my names programmed in there, I'm like lost. I feel lost. Fonts. Oh, okay. So what I was talking about was yesterday I was trying to make a short video. So in the program that I use, I don't know if anybody knows this program. It's called Clipchamp. It's from Microsoft. And it's usually very good. It's very easy to use.
Feeling lost is a bad thing for a driver.
That's true, especially if you're a delivery driver on a route that you do every day. It's not a good sign if you're lost. But I was using this program yesterday, and the fonts, you know, when I went to add some text to my video, and I was trying to, you know, it's got this, you say I want to put text on the video, and then it brings up a screen and you pick the font that you want to use, and there were no choices. Like, it didn't have the choices listed out like it should. It had a couple that were like blank, but I clicked on one and it wasn't the font I liked, but there was no way to like tell what it was anyway. So I tried to reload the program and everything. It just wasn't working. So I played around with it for a while, and then I gave up last night. And then this morning, you're Rosie.
Yes, it must be your fault. As we all know, Microsoft is perfect. All hail Microsoft.
That is true. It probably does have to be something I did. Well, I feel like I've had updates. I had an update to my computer too recently. I don't know if that had something to do with it. But I did have an update. I had issues with my phone this morning. I'm still having an issue with one phone. And it is a phone that updated its software yesterday. So during the live stream yesterday, it seemed like we were buffering a lot, like we used to a long time ago. And I couldn't figure out why, because I had Speedify was running, could have been filling in the gaps. Any gap that I had with Starlink should have just automatically gone over to the cellular plan. And that's been working fine for me. But it didn't look like it was working for some reason. Well, I figured it out this morning. The problem is that phone doesn't recognize my cell plan. It's acting like I don't have a SIM card set up, but I do. So anyway, I got to work on that when I get home. However, since we have a backup phone, that's what I'm using.
Is your phone Microsoft? No, all hail Microsoft. May the Microsoft be with you.
Yeah. Well, that's true. It's not. I guess Android is Google. Is Android Google? I mean, they have their own phone. Does Microsoft have a phone? Oh, yeah. Rosie's not quite as loud as she normally is. I don't know what's going on with that. Wow. So the camera we're using today is the Samsung camera. I think it might be a little better. I don't know, we'll have to see. When the sun comes up, we'll have to see. And that should work okay today because I have that. Wow. I've got some commuters that are excited today to get to work. Bill Gates and Paul Allen. Oh, I know what else I looked at yesterday. So yesterday I was online looking at, oops, hang on. I see a message popped up. I saw text hit the screen. Let's see how long it takes her to read it. I know if I start talking, Rosie's going to interrupt me. I think she's just waiting for me to start talking before she's going to read.
It says you are having problems and you are asking if Android is Google. You must have everything taken away from you immediately. It says you are having problems and you are asking if Android is Google. You must have everything with a chip taken away from you immediately. It says this new Rosie stinks.
Yeah, well, she's not new. I mean, it's new, but we're going to get that fixed. She's not even really talking that loud, and I don't know why. No, but there is such thing as a Google phone, right? Can't you buy a phone made by Google? And I thought Google and Android were somehow connected. Am I wrong? I don't know. Now you got me questioning my. I thought they were somehow connected. But so yesterday afternoon, I was trying to get the details on the Hamstead Carnival, which I know begins today.
94 says my Android came with Google.
Yeah, maybe that's why I think that, right? Like, when you buy an Android phone, you get all the Google stuff. I think they're connected. I think they're connected. They must be connected. Oh, you know what? I bet you I have to turn the volume up on the app. I'll tell you, with this live stream, it's a very delicate balance of the technology, cameras, text-to-speech. I gotta make a video about this process. I could make a ton of it. I could make a bunch of videos about live streaming. Just from all the weird, ooh, let's make this, let's do it. Screen, oh yeah, we got it. Yellow, come on, give me a yellow.
Yes, Android is Google. I thought that was common knowledge that did not need to be said out loud. Anything that says good morning, Abdominal 594.
Yeah, you're probably right, but I was just, I just added it to make.
Says you need an IT consultant.
No, I knew that. See, I just said it out loud. Maybe I shouldn't have said it out loud. So I was online looking for the Carnival information, which I could not find. I could tell the dates, but they didn't talk about, any details about the Carnival. It just said it starts at 6 o'clock today. The other Carnival that I was looking at last week had every night they had a band that was playing and stuff like that. I didn't see that. I don't know if that's happening at the Hamstead Carnival. So I was that up last night or yesterday afternoon, and I don't remember why I decided to start looking up the. Oh, I do know why. So I started looking up whether or not they were having the annual walk across the Bay Bridge, because it used to be that every year they would have one day a year where they would shut down. There are two spans that go across the bay, and they would shut one down for a day, not a day, but most of the morning, and people can walk across it. And then on the other span, they just have the traffic moving in both directions. So I was looking that up yesterday because I'm thinking about trying to film that. I would like to do it. All right, the guy's in there. Let me. There it is. Good morning. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nobody must have won Powerball. I see that it's 633 million today. But anyway, so I was looking at this Bay Bridge walk thing. They don't have the same people aren't doing it anymore. It used to be just a free thing. You could, I mean, I guess you'd have to pay for a shuttle. Oops, hang on. You'd have to pay for maybe have to pay for the shuttle that would take you from one side of the bay to the other, and then you'd usually walk back. There's our stuff. Gourmet girls are in those boxes. Lenny's is in there. That's the miscellaneous. Good morning. Miscellaneous tray. There's paper in there. Put it back. There you go.
2,235 says good morning.
Oh, you know what? I bet it doesn't look right. I think I have the camera. I think this camera that I'm using is set up to dim what I see. Looks very dark because I think the camera's doing that for me, not for that. I'm mumbling stuff, I apologize. Morgan's in that house. All right, we had 90 chocolate top cookies today, by the way, everybody. 90. I forget how many large Danish. 36. 36 large Danish. Today is oh, we don't come here tomorrow. That's why. I'm trying to figure out. It's a pretty large order, but it's pretty normal for their day before a day off. Let's put you here. Chocolate top. And then we got eclairs. We got 5 eclairs and a large rainbow cake and 3 halves. 3 halves is like 1.5.
It says how many traditional sized donuts fit on a tray.
20. 20. All right, I think we're good. Let's check these in. Good morning. Come on. Oh. Thank you. All right, have a good day. All right. The window is still out. Sign is still out. They have not fixed the body sign yet. Yeah, you know, Mookie, I was thinking, I don't know if the sign, I feel like the sign is going to take a while to get fixed because it's taken them a while to fix the window on their delivery van. I mean, that's not a good sign. They're riding along with the window broken on their van. I think they probably have a high tolerance for things being broken. All right, wait a minute.
Nick says they have not fixed the Lenny sign yet. I wonder if it is a propriety-sized light bulb or another major issue. Mookie Mick says proprietary.
Could be. That's true too.
Mick says my typing skills are lackluster.
Where am I going with this? Connection settings. I want to adjust the volume. Chat actions, text to speech. I know, it's all the way up. Okay. Got it, okay. There we go, that might help. I want to make Rosie a little louder. Just a little. Just a little. I mean, she's not really, she's sort of like, she's not really Rosie. She's Rosie, it's like Rosie's sister.
Ned says hello everyone.
There
Janet
we
is in
go.
the house.
There we
Mookie
go.
Mick says tell us more about the bridge. I yet.
Yes. All right, and good. She's a little louder, so I think that's good. All right, so yesterday afternoon, I'm sorry, I did stop that while I was making that delivery. I got distracted. So yesterday, I saw the website that said, yes, they do have a walk across the Bay Bridge. So they do still do it, but it's now really organized like a run. So it's actually, officially, it is a run across the Bay Bridge. It's no longer this big event where like thousands of people come and walk across the Bay Bridge for free. Now it's a organized race that you have to register yourself for, but you can walk.
Mick says hello at Gideonet. Do you have any flour still stuck on you?
That's a good question. She probably, like, auto mechanics have grease under their fingernails. She's probably got flour under her fingernails. But I think I'm going to register to walk. You can walk. You don't have to run. It is an organized race, but you don't have to run. You can walk. So I think we're going to register to do this, but I'm trying to find out now if they have like any weird rules about filming, because if you walk, you have to be able to finish in 2 hours, which means you have to be walking a little over 3 miles per hour. So let's just say 3 miles per hour. 3 miles per hour is a pretty decent clip. I mean, it's not a stroll. It's a pretty good pace. And I'm not sure how that's going to work. I'm going to have to practice. I'm going to have to walk 3 miles per hour while I'm filming and see how it works. Because I was thinking it would be a great thing to film. I don't know if I could live stream it, but I could at least get some good film of it. So that was what I was looking at yesterday. It's in November. It's not until like, I think it's a Sunday. I think it's November the 8th is when they do it. They have to wait until the...
It says, hi, I'm Mookie. I survived and all evidence of my donut day have been removed. Mookie Mix says weird rules. Do you think they have a rule that you need to funny walk your way across the bridge? Do you have to audition your walk?
Well, I don't know what they're going to say about I sent an email and I said, are you allowed to have a camera, like a phone? Can you use your phone and film yourself walking across the bridge? Assuming you can walk 3 miles per hour and film. And can you wear a backpack? I asked if you could wear a backpack because I might need, if I'm going to be walking for 2 hours or filming for 2 hours, I would need to have my battery pack in the back of my, in my backpack. So we'll see what they say. I mean, it's a race, so they don't really. You've got to register. You're going to get like one, even if you're a walker. Even if you intend to walk, if you go, you have to, you have to register. You have to get your number. It's like you're going to a race and you're like a participant in this race, whether you're running or walking, because the intent is that everybody's going to run. But I think they know that a decent amount of people still walk. I've done it in the past, like years and years ago I did it. I walked across. What's that all about? Oh yeah, I want to put my...
Mick says this story is lengthy.
It's over now. I'm done. I just hope you can. I mean, they're trying to really run it like it's a race. So I don't know they're real supportive of the people that want to walk. But it's never stopped me before. You get like a they have kind of a cool looking what do you call it, like a
Says
metal?
let us know what you find out by email. Walkers unite.
You can make a team. They have a pretty decent website. You can make like a team. It's called Bay Bridge Run, maybe? Bay Bridge Run, I think is the website. All right, let's see if the door is open. I hope it is. You know why? Because I don't really have a phone that I can make a phone call on. Excuse me. It is open. That's good. Perfect. He said, I knew you were going to say that. That's why I said something else about it. I added. I might even say something else, Mookie. I'm not done yet. I'm going to talk about this Bay Bridge walk for the entire day. All right. Let's see where we're going to do this. So pretty back here.
594 says bless you.
Thank you. I was going to mute the phone, but I think it hit me too fast. All right, we got eclairs. Eclairs go in the refrigerator. Good morning. Oh my goodness. How are you? Oh, we got one. We got one. There it is. Thank you. We got the check. All right. Gourmet girls, 1 of 2. 1 of 5, 2 of 5. One's already in there. Took 1 in already. I'm taking 2 in now. How many are left?
Preparé para el ponche de avena.
Two to go. 2 to go. How many did they get? I think they get 80 chocolate top cookies. 40 peanut butter candies.
Faltando 10 para las 12 para las 3, no voy a la chica. Ay, dejé cosas.
That's good. Oh
My God!
I keep staring. I know. What's going on? All right. Have a good day. I'm showing up all. Did you hear her scream? Did you all hear her scream? Not every morning you hear a woman scream like that. All right. Gourmet girls are done. We've got 1 delivery to go. I know. I don't know why she screamed.
Mick says the scream scared me.
I know. You would think I was like lurking. I wasn't lurking. I just carried the boxes in there. I guess I didn't know I was making the second run. I don't know. I think she just wanted to scream. All right, seatbelts on. Here we go. Here we go. One to go. What a day. So today when I get home, I'm going to figure out what's going on with this cellular plan on my Verizon phone. It's not connected.
Mick says is that the typical reaction you get from the ladies.
Well, I can't say it's the first time I've ever heard a woman scream like that.
Mick says steady.
There we go. All right. I think that's doing okay. So the things I have to think about, I'm going to go back to the Bay Bridge walk. So the thing I have to think about is, one, I want to make sure they're not going to have any problems if I'm walking along with my camera. I didn't get into the whole thing that I might have a gimbal and all that. I'm not going to. I just said, can you film? Can you have a backpack? So assuming the answers to those two questions are yes, then I'm going to work out a way to take some video while I'm walking across the bridge. And then, you know, assuming now that I do it, now Janet's on board, she's going to do it. I mean, walking, I think it's like, it is a 10K run. So from the beginning to the end of this thing is 10K. What, like 6 miles, right? A little over 6 miles. Which I don't understand, because the Bay Bridge itself, I think, is only 4.5 miles. I think it's like 4.5 miles. I feel like I've read somewhere that it's 4.3 miles long. So I don't know how they get, I guess they walk across the bridge and then over to, there's like a park right there by the bridge. It's a park that, it's like a little beach, Sandy Point Beach, that is right by the Bay Bridge. So maybe you walk over there. I don't know. I don't know how they stretch the 4.5 miles into a 10K.
Who 594 says, is it for charity?
I don't.
Nick says you and Janet should record each other and post it so we can see both perspectives.
Yeah, see, that's an idea too. She could take film too. I mean, if I was really gonna, if I didn't have to walk 3 miles per hour, I would.
It says I need to start training. Gideonet says I love that idea, Mookie.
If we didn't have the 3 mile per hour minimum walk, I really would have probably taken the Starlink and used my pull along platform, so I could have the Starlink on the bridge with us, because then I know we'd get a clear picture. There's no obstructions. So it would have been a great use of the Starlink, but I think that would really be kind of pushing it.
Mick says, are you planning to strap the Starlink antenna on Janet?
Yeah. Hey, maybe that would work. I mean, I can't carry it in my backpack.
Mick says, be careful, at Gigionet.
I'll just have her carry it. You know, like, actually, Janet, you can carry it like...
Net says, haha, I'm sure Craig has considered it.
You know, like the trays that people would carry in front of themselves that sell cigarettes and stuff like that, cigars and stuff. Is that what they would sell?
594 says speed walking is 4 to 5 miles per hour.
Yes, speed walking. But I think 3 miles per hour is on the top end of a brisk walk. Speed walking is crazy fast. There's no way I could speed walk and, you know, take video at the same time. No matter how good the gimbal is.
Mick says, how fast is a brisk jaunt?
I mean, I think I probably walk at a normal speed. I probably walk in the 2.5 mile an hour range. Probably. I don't think I walk 3 miles per hour normally. Like this guy right here.
It says, I think I read that you need to be finished by 11 a.m. so they said if you were a slower walker, to sign up for one of the earlier waves.
Yeah, that's true. They did. They did say that. But the first two waves, so they've got, I don't remember exactly how many it was, but 7 or 8 waves. Runners only. So if you're a serious runner and you don't want anybody in your way, you need to be in one of the first 2 waves. So I'm thinking as a walker, we'd probably want to be in the 3rd or 4th wave. And that's why they're saying, you know, you got to finish it in 2 hours, because they're trying to keep the flow so that they don't get it backed up anywhere. It's not like back in the, 10 years ago when they were doing these. I think they stopped in 2000. Maybe it's been longer than that. I forget when they said they stopped having the regular walk. But back in those...
Nick says please go with Craig, Janet. He needs your steady guidance.
I mean, we could make it even we could make it a bigger group too. You can have a group, but it's not an inexpensive walk. So it's not like you're going to be like, oh yeah, let me take me and the kids, we're all going to go. And no, it's not like that kind of thing. And that's what it used to be like that. And if the weather makes it, the weather is such that you can't do the walk, you don't get your money back. They're very clear about that.
Nick says you really did have more to talk about on this subject. I'm not sure if I am impressed or a little angry. Gigionet says I have been known for sound advice and clear direction. The final 5 minutes of Craig video will be the race vehicle driving me off the bridge because I'm too slow.
They do have vehicles that will take you off if you run into trouble. We've got until November to figure this out. So what I also want to do is drive across the bridge to try and live stream as I drive across the bridge. Because that would tell me whether it'll work when I'm walking. So we'll see what kind of cellular connection you have in the middle of the bridge. Maybe it'll be good. I don't know. I was going to do a video about the Bay Bridge anyway. Because I think it's kind of cool. Bands was built in 1952, I think.
Does you mean you will be talking about this up to November?
Off and on, probably yes. I don't think it's going to be the main theme, but it will probably provide updates throughout that period of time. Unless if they come back and say no, if they come back and say no, we're not gonna, you can't carry your camera you can't film your way across the bridge, or you can't have a backpack. I don't know. If there's no way I can live stream it, we probably won't talk about it very much. But I should have an answer to that soon.
Then I'm not going. Haha.
I was thinking that way too, but I think I would want to go anyway because you get this like little, what do you call it? It's like, looks like a coin. I don't know if they're calling it a coin or a badge, but it's a little token of the trip, I guess. What do you call that? Just a little badge that you can get that if you get one, I think they give them out every year, and every 5 years they like connect together and make a little display. Not that I'm going to do it for 5 years, but this year it's going to be a dog. It's going to be a golden retriever.
It says I need every second of my life recorded for the world to see.
That's true, Janet. It's true, but you have to film it.
It says you get a medal at the end.
A medal,
Mookie
that's
says
the
everything
word.
you do from now on to first answer the question, will this make good YouTube content?
That's true. That is a consideration for almost everything I do now, is whether it would be good YouTube content. It's a medal. That was the word. I wasn't coming up with that word, but it's the little medal that you get at the end. So I want that. I want that because this year it's a dog. It's a picture, and it looks like a nice medal. I haven't been registered for a race. I mean, basically, it's going to be weird. We're registering for a race, like we're going to participate in this race. What is this guy doing? This truck isn't doing so well. Everybody, get ready to see a disaster because he's not driving well. I think I am going to stop by the Carnival though, try to take a picture, try to take some video, try to take some video at the Carnival. I didn't see a Ferris wheel yesterday, but they were just setting it up. There's got to be a Ferris wheel. You can't have a carnival without a Ferris wheel. See this truck? What is this guy doing? He's an awful driver. Whoever's driving that truck, it's not good. Not good at all. It was a very difficult time staying in his lane. Is this light going to stay green? Is it going to stay green? It did. I think I saw your message pop up. Somebody typed something and I don't hear anything. What's going on? We need a red light so I can look at Rosie. Oh, we're hitting all green lights. This is what happens. When you want a red light, you never get one. We've made it through Eldersburg without stopping. This is crazy. This is only happening because I want to stop. Look at this. This is ridiculous. I don't think Rosie's reading stuff. I hope there isn't an emergency I need to be aware of. What the heck? Here's a red light. I want to try to get up to this red light. Ugh. This is insane. That person's license plate says Watkins. Well, we're almost to WhatADay, so when we get to WhatADay, I will look at Rosie and see what's going on. I don't see any reason why she wouldn't be working. Days you just feel like technology is just trying to like poke you a little bit, like aha, haha. Not gonna do it today. How's the camera look, by the way? Can you tell I'm using a different camera? Is it any better? Worse? I mean, aside from Rosie, if we can get Rosie fixed up on the other phone. Okay, here we are. I'm not gonna call them because let's see what's going on with Rosie. Stream Buddy is working. So why? So the last thing that this picked up was when Mookie said everything you do from now on has to answer the question, will this make good YouTube content? So I remember that, and that's the last thing that is on Stream Buddy. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to just reconnect because that's when she starts saying everything twice. But I'm going to disconnect Stream Buddy, and then I'm going to oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm going to come here. What are you doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Come here. Here we go. Stream Buddy. Stop it. Let's try to get her back. Alright, it's not there. Connections.
Disconnected from YouTube.
I know you're disconnected from YouTube. Let's try connecting.
Disconnected from YouTube.
Okay, we're pulling out the what would you call this? The third string phone. So let's stop that. This is craziness. Okay. Forget about that phone. Now we're back to do I still have it on here? Do I still have Stream Buddy on this phone? I think I do. Yeah, there it is. Alright, let's try this.
Gideonet says I'm afraid to ask if his phone is Android or iOS.
Okay. It's Android. Connections, Bluetooth. Look, they still haven't opened the door. But that's okay, because we got this situation to deal with. Clip tree. Connecting.
Mookie Mix says you know things are going south when Stream Buddy has turned against you. Mookie Mix says you know things are going
Now
Buddy has turned against you.
Mookie Mix says you know things are going south when Stream Buddy has turned against you.
Okay.
Mookie Mix says you know things are going south when Stream Buddy has turned against you.
This is so crazy. I turned this off. Stop it. Couldn't connect. All right, you go there. This is unacceptable, folks. It really is. Like, you shouldn't have to. I'm still waiting for them to open that door. They haven't done it yet. I need to turn it off here. Disconnect that. Okay. And now we're going to connect this. Okay. All right. I think that's going to work.
Mookie Mix says this is unacceptable.
There we go.
I
Okay.
may unsubscribe from John's channel in protest.
From John's channel. Did you already unsubscribe to mine? Did anybody notice that my subscriber count went down? I normally don't pay such close attention to it, but it was getting close to 500, which was kind of cool, you know. But it went down one person yesterday. Somebody unsubscribed. So I'm not sure who it was, but you know what? I think it's a good thing that it happened. You know, to try to keep me grounded. All right, so I'm going to take this phone and completely put that away. I don't care about that phone. So right now we're all Samsung all the time. And I need to call WhatADay. I don't know how I'm going to do that now. Did I ever call them on this phone? I don't think I did. I don't think I've ever called them.
Mix says it was probably a bot and YouTube cleaned it out.
Oh, there's Gourmet Girls. Called them once. All right, let me call WhatADay. I don't think I know WhatADay's phone number. Oh, maybe it's here. WhatADay. There they are. I think that's them. Let's try it. Now, fortunately, I have backups to backups. This would have been a complete disaster if I didn't have at least 3 phones with me right now. So they don't know that this is...
Someone's coming to let you in.
Thank you.
Of course.
Okay.
Mookie Mix says when did you update your channel thumbnail?
I think maybe last week sometime. It hasn't been long. I might redo that picture. I left it there because I'm like, Good morning. Hang on, let me get this guy. I haven't decided whether I like that picture or not. I think I do. I think I started using it officially 2 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago. All right. What do you think? Do you think does it look all right? I didn't want it to be too busy.
Internet
says, Craig, I like your new thumbnail.
You like it? Okay. I changed my profile picture too. I actually put a picture in there instead of the steering wheel. All right, here we go. Is that good? That's good. All right. Let's get some donuts loaded up here. Got a drive-through customer. Look at these donuts. Oh, look, you can see the drive-through people. There you go. More donuts. Some donuts. We got 110 donuts today. Looks like they only have one donut left over from yesterday, so that's good. They're doing good. They got the numbers down. Well, unless they ran out at like, 7:15 yesterday. They sold every one of your donuts too the other day, Janet. Every single one. All right, take these in. Steve's over there looking at the window. Oh, you know what? I know why they took them a while to get me. Doesn't look like the normal folks are in here this morning. Thank you. Good morning. Have a good one. Trace. Bear with me 1 second. Okay. Done, 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 done. Okay. Go there. I just thought too, I want to plug you in to the power outlet because I didn't have this phone. I didn't have this phone totally charged up when I started because I didn't realize we were going to be using it. Surprise! So let's do this. All right, so right now I think we got Rosie working on the other phone. She's on her third phone for the day. She's getting around today. You go in there. And you're gonna come over here, here. Plug it right there. Holla, I see holla.
6448 says I've been listening for a bit now hoping I could drift back to sleep. No such luck, not even Craig's stories helped me get any more sleep. 6448 says Janet.
All right, here we go. So, Hala, it's been an interesting morning. I mean, we're surviving. All of my little technology applications are testing me today. They're testing me, but we are passing the test. This stream will survive no matter what. There's nothing Android or Microsoft or Verizon, T-Mobile. T-Mobile's helping us out today. I'm kind of glad that
Net says you mean the Bay Bridge Run discussion didn't knock you out. Ha ha. Mookie Mix says good morning. At Hala 6448.
The Bay Bridge, this was the first of many discussions about the Bay Bridge. If it works out that we're going to do it, it's going to become a highlight of the fall. Well, I'll let it go for the rest of the summer, but once the fall kicks in, we got to start building the anticipation, especially if it turns out to be something I can live stream. The only thing I don't like about live... Oh, hang on, everybody. The only thing I don't like about live streaming versus taking video content is that the quality...
6448 says no, not even the Janet. I guess I am up for the day lol.
Yeah, you're pretty... Yeah. I mean, it's almost 7 o'clock. It is almost 7 o'clock.
6448 says good morning Mookie.
But there are good things about this technology hiccup. I kind of want to use that phone more for video. So it really just kind of proved that we're ready for anything. We're ready for anything. Stream Buddy, it's trying to be slick today. It's trying to not work here, not work there. It's gonna happen. It's gonna work.
Who 594 says yes, just reorganize my whole kitchen.
You reorganized your whole kitchen. So, like, does that mean you changed where the drawer that the silverware is in and stuff like that.
594 says while listening. Who 594 says you're going on an unmotivated nay.
There's no stopping us.
Mix says Craig's stories are so long, you can redecorate.
You can redecorate, and the other thing is, you're going to redecorate, but by the end of my story, you're probably already going to be out of style. I can have an entire style trend start and end during one of my stories. That happened to me with bell bottoms. So we have a car that's driving in front of this deputy sheriff, and I think he's paranoid about his speed, but he keeps veering off. He's not staying in the lane, which I think is troublesome. I'm going to guess that there's about a 60% chance that this person gets pulled over.
Who 594 says thank goodness for Bluetooth headphones, not missing a second. Mookie Mix says pause during the Art Deco phase. I like that style.
Art Deco's good. See the car that's in front of the sheriff? I think he's super paranoid about getting pulled over. So we're going exactly the speed limit, which I would expect. But he keeps the right wheels of his car constantly go over the right-hand side of the road, the lane. Like if I was that sheriff, I would be wondering if he's up to no good. I'm suspicious. It's a raccoon, middle of the road.
Mix says 90% of the time when an officer is behind you, they really just want to get around you. Paula 6448 says I shot the sheriff, but I did not shoot the deputy.
Well, this is the deputy, so this one, so it survived. Yeah, there's something a little wacky about this. Now he's hitting the brakes and everything. Like, you know how if you were driving along and you were really worried about...
Who 594 says I hate when I have a police car behind me.
Yeah, I don't like it either. But this guy's really not doing very well. Hitting the brakes. See? I mean, he's pulled over for speeding. But see how he keeps going over the road? See? Like, that's not good. Like, if
Mookie Mc says, how fast are you going?
we're going exactly the speed limit, so we're 50.
6,448 says maybe the police is escorting him to the hospital. His wife might be labor.
Yeah, but would you drive faster if that was the case? Oh. This ought to be good. At least we're going to see him. Well, we're not going to see him. But the deputy, I shot the sheriff. You know he's going to ride up there to see if he's. I don't know, man. It's weird. That was weird. Whoops. Sorry. I shot the sheriff, but I did not shoot the deputy. That guy probably didn't even want to make that left-hand turn. He probably just did that to get away from the police.
$6,448 says just start blowing your horn wildly. That might help. Mookie Mc says I would be ironic if he pulled you over for following too closely. Donaku 594 says probably the longest minute of that driver's life.
Yeah, really. That's true. He's probably sitting there thinking, I wonder if he's going to come over. Would have really freaked out if that sheriff had, like, swung over to the turning lane. There we go. Come on. I need to get a little thing to fit in there. Yeah, he wanted to go faster anyway. Actually, the speed limit along here I think is 55, so we really weren't going the speed limit. We were a little bit under. I think.
$6,448 says maybe he needed to see a man about a horse. That can be a tense moment.
Maybe.
Gigionette says haha. Mookie Mc says I hope you find a little thing to fit in there. Mookie Mc says I bet that was it. At Holla 6,448.
Did I say that something out loud that I did really? I was. Did I say I want to get a thing to fit? I didn't even realize I said that out loud. Yeah, there's a gap. I mean, it's, you know, the phone is attached to the windshield, and there's maybe an inch above the camera between the camera and the roof of the car, of the van. So I want to get something that'll fit in there so that it kind of like holds the camera a little bit steadier. Like just a piece of foam or something that would fit between the camera and this little section of the roof there.
Ku594 says my car tells me the speed limit, but when I am on Route 85 it reads it as the speed limit.
Oh, does it? I wondered about that. My car does that. My car is supposed to be telling me the speed limit too. But it actually does read the signs, doesn't it? I think that's weird. I saw that text before she read it. I think I do say things out loud. Like sometimes they're my thoughts, I just blurt them out. That's not always a good thing.
6448 says you say a lot of things out loud that surprise me. Donaku 594 says yes, reads the signs.
That's pretty tricky, right? That's very tricky. And I thought about that once because I was going through an area that the speed limit was reduced because of construction. And it knew that. And I kind of wondered, like, is it reading the signs? Or
594 says pretty soon she will say what we are thinking. Paula 6448 says I haven't updated my GPS, so all the speed limits are the old ones.
I don't think that it reads the GPS, though. That's what we're saying, right? In other words, when your car's telling you what the speed limit is on the road, it's not getting that number from GPS, which is where I thought it was getting it. Originally, that's what I thought. Like from Google's map GPS system. But I think it's reading the signs. I think that's pretty amazing.
$6,448 says really? It knew Abbott construction zones.
It knew that the speed limit was reduced because of a construction zone. Yeah, it did. It was like somewhere on the highway. I was on a highway somewhere and the speed limit was down to like 40.
Mick says how can it read signs if you don't have a camera?
Well, I think it has a camera, is what I'm thinking.
Paula 6448 says mine is a Garmin, I believe. No more free updates.
So if they reduce the speed limit and you get a ticket, can you fight that in court? Can you say it's actually Garmin's fault? See, look at all the time we have at this light. This is where my, you know what I'm going to say. I'm going to say it. I can't stop myself. It's the cookie idea. There are people on both sides of me that could desperately use a cookie right now. I don't have one. Morgan, are you on here? I need your help. I have to have a good cookie.
Mick says most don't have a camera.
No, most don't. That's true.
Ku594 says my car is a 2025. Still getting used to it a year later. Mick says a dashcam is not a requirement for GPS.
No, but, so, well, I think we're talking about two different things, though. Like, your GPS can tell you the speed limit, and I think that it's getting that from a map somewhere. But I'm talking about, my car actually says, it's telling me what the speed limit is. The car is telling me, not GPS, but the car has actually got a thing on it that tells me what the speed limit is. Because then if I go over the speed limit by a certain amount, it lets me know that I'm speeding. Which I still have to turn that off.
6,448 says no. Even some newer streets aren't in mine. If they change the direction of a street, it doesn't show.
Do you still have like dirt roads? How long have you been updateless? Have they built any interstate highways since your last
Nick says
update?
the GPS knows your speed due to the nature of GPS. Paula 6,448 says 2017.
2017 was the last time it was updated? Yeah, that could get you in trouble if you directions.
Paula 6,448 says so almost 10 years.
So you could say you had
594 says my car tells me speed limit without GPS.
right. That's what I was referring to. Camera somewhere that's looking.
6,448 says if it doesn't recognize a street then I use Waze. Mookie Mix says I use Waze Maps, which is live and gets updated by users. Donaku 594 says my car tells me all sorts. Not give it a break. Sixth informative topic.
It is. Yeah, cars do watch a lot. Like, I have to really get used to the fact that
Nick says I'm confused. Are you talking about your speed or the posted speed limit?
in your car, your cruise control will adjust itself if you're. That's got to be a camera. It's meant to do that.
6,448 says too much. They watch too much for liking. Mookie Mix says big buffer. Donaku 594 says my car tells me the posted speed limit and my speed and who won the game. Not really. Paula 6,448 says is Big Brother related to Big Buffer?
Big Buffer. Yeah, it's your big brother that's named Buffer. Buff. Wasn't there a, that's a nickname, isn't it? Like from the fifth, not Buff. What's the nickname? Give a guy sometimes, not Buff.
Biff.
Biff, that's it, Biff. So it is Big Brother. Where did that come from? Is that like a 50s show, Biff? What show is that?
Who 594 says being silly is underrated.
But really, what show had the character in it that was named Biff?
Who 594 says Back to the Future. Mookie Mix says Back to the Future had a famous Biff.
Okay, all right, that's what I'm thinking about.
Paula 6448 says a young fellow who worked out a lot is known to as Buff.
True. That's true. So you could be Buff. You could be Buff. You could be Biff. Boof. I was occasionally called Baff. If I worked out a lot, I could be Buff Baff.
6448 says, isn't it great, Donna? Silliness is a way of life.
It's the preferred way of life. I've never been accused.
Nick says, Biff, Buff, Boof. Nick Craig just conjugate that.
You can make a song. Somebody needs to make a song about that. I know AI could do it. Biff, Buff, Boof, Bop. Come on, baby, say you love me. Biff, Buff, Boof, Bop. It would flow with that tune. What song is that? I don't even know what song that is. 10, 11, say you love me 5, 6, 7 times. You know the song I'm talking about. Hollow on the words. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, baby, say you. So it could be Biff, Buff, Baff, Boof. Come on, baby.
6448 says they even have string in a can. How silly is that? Paula 6448 says Miami sound machine. Donaku 594 says in this mode of communication one-liners are key. Mookie Mix says this is a new low.
I'm gonna make that Biff, Baff, Boof. I need a fourth version. So I got Biff, Baff, Buff, Biff, Baff, Buff. I need another. Beef. So it's gonna be those 4. Right? Is it say you love? Come on, baby. Say
6448 says
Baff. But let's Baff. Biff, Baff, Boof, Beef. Come on, baby. Say you love me. 5, 6, 7.
Mick says I don't think the internet is ready for this.
If I could focus on it, that would be a song. I could make one.
Paula 6448 says there was a song in Baff.
There was a song in Bebop. Oh, there was Bop. Bop. That. I don't know that one well enough either to really sing it. I could do that part. Bop.
6448 says barf.
Were you adding another word, or did you have is that a medical problem you're having? All right, everybody, tell us what you're doing right now.
6448 says yes, that one. Who 594 says and it all goes south. Mookie Mix says here we go.
Now we got to pull it back. Let's go back to the Bay Bridge. let's talk about some more Bay Bridge history. The second span was built in the early 70s because the traffic. I mean, before the Bay Bridge, they used to have a ferry that went back and forth to take people to the Eastern Shore.
6,000.
You know, I might have to go to Walmart this morning, and if I do, it'd be funny to be like standing in line, waiting to check out. You just start doing that, like, bop. See what kind of reaction you get. Bop.
Mix says now you are just trying to rile me up.
What is this person doing? Got a random person just sort of hanging out. I don't know what's going on over there. It looks a little weird. He's very intent on what I'm doing.
6,448 says all the people in front of you may suddenly switch lines.
That's
Jonathan
true.
594 says bakery, sweet bakery. Mookie Mix says I've never been so glad to get back to home base.
Look, I'm a little concerned. This guy, I don't know what this guy's doing over there. All right, I can unplug this now. But look, see what I'm talking about? Hold on. Oops. I got this cord now. See the guy over there? I don't know what's going on over there. He keeps looking over here. Suspicious. All right, everybody. Whew, that was a good ride. It was adventuresome. You think the camera does this camera look okay though? I've got to see whether it's actually better, worse, or the same. And then we got to get Rosie set up.
6,448 says maybe he is working on lyrics.
He looks like he's working on something. Maybe he's waiting for a ride? I don't know. It's odd.
Mix says thank you for the ride and for every bit of your knowledge about that bridge.
I got more.
Donaku 594 says have a good day all.
You got to come back for more information about the bridge. I'll be able to share more as I learn. All right, guys, have a great day. Thanks for riding along. It was fun. And we'll be back tomorrow. I don't know we'll have to see what happens tomorrow. We'll hopefully have both of my phones working tomorrow. All right, I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.